Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, Charles, we talked about how this team has exceeded expectations this year, and you don't have to look much further than this rookie quarterback as an explanation as to why.
The moment they drafted this kid, there was a renewed energy within the organization, and I think increased attention from around the league because they feel like they've got a future MVP under center. And that kind of optimism, it radiates throughout the rest of the franchise.
2nd and 2. He finds Corey Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. The numbers for Davis last week, 5 catches, 86 yards.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it.
And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Lutz with Extra point. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This to Hines on the drop-off. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 86 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to...
And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words. We hear coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Bryan Edwards, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
That catch good for only a couple. This is Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jared Davis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Byron Jones. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting, as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. This defense porous so far in this 1st quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw right side. Going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be second down. To his throw here, taken in by Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Hines will score. Touchdown, Miami. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it's safe to say he has been getting his money's worth in this one.
I would agree with that totally. Being able to go back and launch it and air it out. And let's face it, it's not just him stepping back and flinging it, though. You've got to have someone who can go get it. And that's important for any offense. Someone who can stretch the field, or as they like to say, take the top off of a zone defense. Open things up, because then you can come back and throw underneath and gain some pretty good chunks of yardage as well.
He's ripped the top off of whatever defense they've been playing. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perez. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They run for it with Hunt, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1.
Every single time.
Finds a seam inside the 40, and finally down at the 36-yard line.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left, so he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught left side by Landry. That catch good for only a couple. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Rolling to his right. Again, he's got that man Landry. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So that drive goes 8 plays, and Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua, his throw incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Teddy Bridgewater has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, Let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. At the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 5 now. Tua, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's... Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
I think this... defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
And it's been exciting.
So this game, Charles, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score. In the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to look deep for more.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On first down, Tagovailoa over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had troubles. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jerome Baker. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Now this throw caught left side, and he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25. Miami set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Tua. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua now on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. At the 39-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Got his man. It's the veteran Landry. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Carter Landry, at this stage of his career, we know he's had some injuries, and he's been around a time or two, but definitely still a factor when you need the tough yards on 3rd downs. And he uses those big mitts of his to pull that one in and keep the drive moving.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Hunt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. Let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to pass. Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and... in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2 to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, it's Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Burns. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Miami, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's...
Always nice to get that come from behind win, and you balled out. Man, you just let the rest of the league know that we the real deal.
Yes, sir.